Many non-profit organizations have long relied on multiple accounting systems and donor-specific reporting formats, creating inconsistencies that limit comparability, credibility, and reliability of financial reports. The secretary of the NGO Forum, Dr. Stephen Okello, says the tightening funding environment has left many NGOs financially strained and increasingly vulnerable to pressure from funders. He notes that during peak years, NGOs injected more than 4.5 trillion shillings annually into the country's economy, but declining donor support has significantly affected operations.
Our being here, compliance looks at more trust. And I think for us as a regulator, that means so much to us. And it's also about ensuring that organizations entrusted with public and donor resources operate with transparency. And that's why I'm glad that Samantha and the rest are introducing all these tools and standards.
The president of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Uganda, Timothy David Ediom, says the International Non-Profit Accounting Standard introduces a standalone accrual-based reporting framework reflecting the unique funding structures and the operational models of non-profit organizations.
This standards for NPOs, international NPO standard, is to cater for entities in the NGO sector so that the donors look at a consistent report.
The director for INPAS, Adoption and Engagement, CPA Samantha Musoke, says the standard was developed after extensive global consultations and is expected to transform financial reporting by promoting transparency, accountability, trust, and integrity in the management of the non-profit resources.
For the first time, it introduces this idea of fund accounting in an international standard. That means you can get transparency about the use of unrestricted funds, and that means people can have more confidence to give unrestricted funding without thinking that they therefore have to close their eyes to any kind of transparency and accountability.
The remarks were made during the 2026 NGO Symposium in Kampala, which brought together regulators, accountants, development partners, and civil society leaders to discuss implementation of the new framework at Mistil Hotel.
Is to really create a space of dialogue where we are going to discuss emerging issues within our space, but more importantly for us, we want to really dissect and discuss the new kid on the block, the international non-profit accounting standard.
Meanwhile, Anes Kalibala of AF Mpanga Advocates welcomed the partnership between his law firm, Ikapau, and BDO that brought together more than 350 lawyers, accountants, and NGO leaders to discuss reforms aimed at strengthening transparency, compliance, and integrity in financial reporting for sustainable socioeconomic development.
And one of the critical outcomes for today is to allow us an opportunity to engage with the regulator in a manner that is not you being summoned to come and explain something, but rather a friendly cup of tea chatting about this and that.
The framework is expected to streamline compliance, improve financial integrity, and rebuild donor confidence in the non-profit sector.